We just want to give a big shout out to Brompton Studio.
Yes.
For allowing us to use their space.
Oh, I think it's not.
Yeah. You can reach out to them on Instagram. You can call us at them. No? Yes.
Oh, I think there's a number attached.
Is a number attached?
I don't know, it's not my number, so that's not my number.
Okay.
It ain't my problem.
At some point, you're going to see me back at Brompton.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Doing some.
Yeah, if you want to do a photo shoot, video, record audio, you want to come and scream?
Scream.
Space is yours.
I thought mountains are real close though. Like,
No. If you want to
You need to stop talking this.
you would like to be screaming against and echo everything.
Yeah, that's
So
important.
it feels louder than when you actually stop
Like,
talking
it's
this.
not-
If
I
Listen, if you want to come and scream, this is the place for you. Anyways.
But right? Fair enough. If you all wanna, I've laughed, not even loud, and it's just bounced across the room.
Yeah.
So I mean, screaming is a lot. Wow, my
Okay.
neighbor clapping, amazing.
What? That's a first. You want to do it or I mean?
Yeah, we talk?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Maybe. You know, I checked in. Actually checked in this time.
That's a good thought. Yeah, the team got a little research on people. Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit, not.
We found this from 2005.
Remember when you
I
did
was just
this
like,
in 2005?
And it's when you all up on that.
There's always somebody has to remember something.
dude, my brain.
It's always like,
Do you remember saying this back in
Yeah.
5 years ago? It's like,
I'll just be like, that was me.
that was somebody
That
else.
was it was somebody
That was
else.
even me.
It was you.
And this is the new
Poetic stuff. You know? Like, yes.
That's when somebody else to go through, like, to use your phone. I'm like, I know nothing is on my phone.
but
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
then
what
you're like,
is
oh,
this?
so
Listen,
like-
one time somebody's beside it, I can't say something crazy.
Yes. And then you keep it there because I don't go through my pictures just so just have a bunch of random stuff and I'm like, should really go through that. Should really go through that deleting section things off, you know. Never.
That's really serious. Not really.
Okay. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Jabari Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we have a singer, model, chemist, and is the owner and founder. This is weird. Yeah.
Oh no, I struck that time.
Yeah.
Let me see if you're in the research right.
PYUA.
Wow.
PYUA.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes! What is not? Yes! We have Safia.
Hello.
She just said it.
Do you want your last name on that? I know some, no, wait. Because I know some people like, look on I don't know if people don't even know about that.
I mean, it doesn't matter. But
Okay.
then maybe we already started Safia, it's fine.
No, I really want to ask Safia also.
I mean, that's
You
what
got noticed yet last night.
What?
You got noticed last night. You're real famous on that.
I didn't even notice. I told him this, I put in the group chat, I said, this person came up to me at the event, and I was like, you do the podcast with Jabari?
Yeah.
They said with Jabari, so they didn't really acknowledge.
But you are also Jabari.
But they said with Jabari.
Wait,
So I feel like,
So I feel like it was kind of.
I don't know what band of friends you have.
I want to
follow.
I know that. I feel like it.
I know one person who can
What was that guy?
Yeah, no. I've got.
But I didn't want to over there. Maybe boy now. We don't have for much, it's a little 5.
It's just like everybody
It's
is
a little 5, I asked everything, just 5.
Oh, that is.
Put on a little
I do have one friend that does
The
it.
colony.
Yes, that one thing I get names. I think I want to give a little 15.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Tim?
I think so.
Okay.
It was very quick. He said it and then he walked off.
Left.
And I was gonna be like, oh, like I was gonna talk. But he was like, nah,
He
I'm
wasn't
not.
in the mood. No, he was
Like,
just
hey, I see you once. I gone.
That's it.
That's cool.
So,
I thought you had a guy that walked up to me in pharmacy. When you looked at it.
no.
I was kind of frightened because I was like, ain't no way.
He was frightened. Why
No,
were you
I'm not
frightened?
a very outdoor person. So for somebody to walk up to me,
Okay,
I'm
yes.
like, I see you on YouTube. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. You ain't see me
Pause.
nowhere. You
Pause.
see me
You do it.
You
You
ain't see
do
me.
it.
You ain't see me nowhere. He's like, yeah, he was talking with the fella. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, Jabari. I was like, oh, right. I am on YouTube.
Yeah. No, you know, when somebody just recording something,
That's what
and
I'm
you just
saying.
hit
I'm
back
like,
on
I'm
the
on YouTube
video, you know?
Yeah.
Do it once exactly. Please.
Yeah, especially like all of a sudden they're like, I see you on 65 Thompson page.
Oh.
Excuse? Wait,
Oh.
Like, wait, Samson just getting all shit.
Love it.
I'll put some stuff in here.
Oh, this money
delicious.
up. Some $2 look up there.
Lollies.
But yes,
No, he has lollies.
Lolly Delicious.
Lollies?
Yeah,
certified
school. Certified school.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah, so now you know, look out for it.
We're talking about entrepreneurs.
True.
Exactly.
Exactly. That was real graceful.
It was. Give it that.
So, tell us, who is Safia?
I mean, visually, you'll see it was something that is right now.
Right.
I think you did give a lot of labels, which is very interesting. But yes, I do sing. I would say modeling is very new at the moment. Chemistry will forever be etched in my brain. And will of course film. Outside of that, I am very chill person. I like life. I like adventure a lot. I think I like adventure a bit too much. I would just go on around the road, let's say up the mount, right? I would have never gone there, but a few friends would have wanted to go and maybe hike, either hike or we go to church or something. And I'm like, I've never drove up here before. Vibes. And we just went. And I told my mom and she was like, you check out that road? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It made to drive.
Yes.
So, yeah. Things like that. Outside of that, I don't think I'm a boring person. But when people ask, so let's say at the shop, you have to speed date people, right? And they'll always ask, well, what do you do for fun?
What job is it? What?
When I used to work at a coffee shop,
Okay.
and they would be like, what do you do for fun? And I'm like, well, business. I don't know. I never really used to do a lot of things for fun, so I just started to do a little bit more. That was a good adventure. But outside of that, I don't mind being, chilling. But parties are nice outside, nice. But on the pavement, not on the streets. Right? The streets. I'm not made for the streets.
What?
I'm not made for the streets. The pavement is the pavement. To look on is nice.
Okay. Alright, please.
That's okay.
My time on the street for more.
Nah, people understand. People understand my
Okay. No.
I feel like I have a fan.
No. Okay, you see, like people say, oh, you're for the streets.
Okay.
Right. I'm good. I'll stay on pavement. I'll be on pavement.
Oh, you expect it.
Okay.
I'll try to be like, close to the grass. By the
Okay,
pavement.
I was thinking
I
like
took it
that's
literal.
right.
I took it literal.
So there's like you talking about?
Yes.
You were far. No.
Yeah, no, like I thought of it literal, like, street parties.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm like, I don't know if like shut down and beat out. What?
no.
How many other times did
No,
they shut down?
it's just the streets is too much. The pavement is much.
Okay.
Inside is better.
That's about outside nice. Got it. How is Japanese culture?
Wow. Okay.
How much is that a part of your life?
It's not. But I grew up with my dad being a teacher for the most part of it. So when I was home, he was home. So I didn't really go camps, right? We just learned to cook, we vibe, watch movies, things like that. I used to play football at a point in time, so we would just train outside or whatever, right? So the one camp that I went to, and in Japanese, it was a science camp, of course. I learned Japanese. And since then, I have not practiced it, but I was very intrigued. And while I was coming up with the name of my brand, I'm like, okay, I don't want to name it Safia S or whatever. Like, I don't want it to be my name, like a lot of the route that a lot of people would have gone. So I'm like, okay, what does my name mean? I knew what it meant. It means pure, good, genuine, friend, or also in different translations, I guess.
I started to feel a little thirsty then I'm like, I lost my water. I might choose something.
Chewing. And I was looking for what word in Japanese would mean what my name means. And something easy for patients to pronounce. Clearly, it's not that easy. But it means pure. It means pure in Japanese.
Okay.
So I'll probably do a little bit more reels and stuff like that to help people get the name. Because I hear PYUA. Some people just be like, oh yeah, this brand PYUA. And I'm like, oh my. So,
I'll take that.
but yeah, so that's how it came about. And I was happy with it. There was a point probably for like 6 months. I'm like, nah, I want to change the name because it just felt real weird. Like people really just.
No, it's a struggle because I knew word. Because it's not.
It's not
English.
I was like, yo, wait.
Well, I mean, it's pure in Japanese.
I started off on a high. I was like, yeah, wait, what's going on at the end of this week? I don't know.
So I did have it in the bio for some time, like the pronunciation. And I took it off. It's been like 5, 6 years. Come on. So I'm like, okay, I wouldn't put it, but clearly it's still.
No, but for the new people.
That too, but maybe I'll just have a reel. Because the bio is only so much characters, like how many things you want to put there, you know?
Okay.
So.
You're selling this
and
And minutes, yeah.
You sell this definitely. Also, by the way, our name is pronounced.
You know, like, come on. But yeah, so that's how the Japanese culture came about. I mean, like the anime, to an extent, I'm not very convinced, don't quote me, right? But you know, it was because of the camp. I just remember that whilst I was trying to choose a name, and that there's such
You did your first and brand and stuff.
Yeah. So I had a very close friend who did graphic design and who studied it. And we worked together on everything, and since then he's been my graphic designer.
Right.
And yeah, it was just kind of like, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to do this. And we came up with the first set of label design. It was kind of like a coralish.
I don't know who said this, but PYUA is a hair care.
Right. Oh, well, no, I don't think you did, but yes, it's hair care.
Well, I'm giving people a background on
Yes.
how everything like.
Okay.
Because I'm not like,
It-
we talk about it because we know it.
But
But
yeah.
other people are like, I don't know what this thing is.
So PYUA Organics really. I had to change the name, or I had to like put that when I was registering the name because the person was just like,
fighting it on
what is this? She literally was like, I don't know if they go and accept that. So I want to put like naturals or
Oh yeah, they want
organic or
something.
based on the industry or
what
what
it
it
is,
is.
yes. So
Yeah.
I did put organic.
So you gotta be like pouches. Because then you just trademark a word then
Yeah, that's what we use. So I did put organics, and now I only say PYUA, but it really is PYUA Organics still. I haven't changed it, it's still PYUA Organics. And so it's a hair care line. It has hair care as well. I like to go along the route of clean beauty,
What was that?
but
Like
yeah.
books.
But I quote because I feel like it has a lot of negative connotation towards it. People are like, what is really clean beauty? A lot of people scam people when it comes to, okay, clean beauty. But all I mean is that it's not toxic. There's a lot of natural ingredients, raw materials, things like that. We try not to use any type of preservative that's toxic. Anything where formaldehyde, sulfates, parabens, things like that people run away from, or like not just run away, but it's really not good. Yeah, they try to avoid it. So I try to find good ingredients to put into the products. So clean beauty more or less embodies products or personal care that has natural is a broad word too, yeah. But more organic, natural, vegan, non-toxic, right? That's alright. You did a chemistry degree, so you know. But I just try to use.
Anyways, I'm so sorry.
No, a lot of people chemistry scarring a lot of people. It's apparently scarring me, but anyway. So you try to use good ingredients, right? So outside of that, we do hair care. So it's not just like butters, but it's shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, gel, defining cream, or like a thick, heavy cream, moisturizer oil, and then bed care, which is like a wash, a moisturizer, a shaping clay, like a styling agent, and then an oil. So for now, that's it. I originally started with about 4 lines. So it was like body care, bed care, hair care, and like 2 hair care lines as well. But I reduced it to kind of fine tune all the recipes and all of that I'm using. So for now, it's just those 2.
Okay. And you make everything yourself?
Yeah.
All the time, like in terms of.
At the time,
putting-
do it at the time.
No.
Oh, okay.
In terms of like, okay, I want to do something for hair. Where does the thought of, I need, but what is the process of just coming up with that initial thought of, okay, I want to do hair line? What do we need? Like, what is that thought process of?
I feel like that leads into like 2 things. The origin story of like, okay, why hair care? Like, why am I going to do hair care? And then, how do I come up with the said hair care recipes? The origin was, I guess the brand origin was me cutting my hair, like cutting off my relaxed hair in maybe like Form 2. Anyway, maybe in Form 2. I mean, you're doing those drastic things in secondary school. That's a job. But I did that, and I also had like really bad hormonal acne. So at that time, I was a dermatologist. They prescribed certain things, and I was just trying to keep a very natural route with the things that I was doing.
Right.
So I decided to, when I cut my hair, I'm like, okay, I'm all natural now. This was like very early before the natural hair movement and the natural hair community and all of that started, and it started being
You were on the trend before the trend was a trend.
Was it really?
Alright.
She just said she's better.
No.
She's been here.
No, right? So I mean, I did that, and I'm like, okay, I'm using natural things on my face. What if I do that with my hair? So I mean, at those times I had aunts who would use like shea butter, things like that. So I'm like, okay, let me try using shea butter.
Yeah.
It was real greasy. I'm like, I can't pack this on my hair. If I sleep on my pillow with the shea butter, like my whole pillow is greasy. Right? And that's not happening with my acne, right? So I'm like, okay, how do I add water to shea butter and add it like mix well? So I did it, it blended well, and then it kept separating. So I'm like, what do I need? This is me in like Form 3, maybe going into Form 4, whatever. So I started to do a lot more research. I'm like, okay, I need an emulsifier. I'm like, what is an emulsifier? Where am I getting that in Trinidad? All these types of things. So I eventually got it, and I tried it, and it worked. And I'm like, I'm like vibes. But then also,
I love this in
you
school.
have water in the mix there, so you need something to preserve it.
Okay.
So I needed a preservative. I'm like, okay, what do I use? What type of preservative? So basically, it came from cutting my hair and having acne, straight into doing research, trying this out, giving my family things to try, XYZ, and then I fine-tune things. So I'm like, I want to add other things into it in terms of doing the research. There's oils, there's proteins, there's all kind of thing. And you can add to it. And I'm like, okay, I want to try this. So I tried a good couple of recipes. I gave my friends, I gave my family, and then I came up with the first line, which was like a flaxseed and lavender line. This flaxseed gel is really good for your hair. It helps with slip, things like that. And I added like oils and butters and all that. Slip is when you, well, I don't know if you ever had longer hair, but if you have, I don't know, I know your past life. And
When I was like 8 or something.
okay.
If so,
Yeah, the box.
no, but there's lots of not.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
she
she
said
said
long.
Even
Okay,
if
she said
it's
long.
slip for locks. I mean, locks could be healthy. I mean, it's really what you make it, right?
Let's be real.
Yes, you're locking your hair, but at the same time, it
But there's
is
a lot of dirt
hairstyle.
in there.
Wash it.
No, but there's only so much dirt you can get out.
I mean, anyway, so slip is when, I mean, I have like 2 inches of hair right now, but it's the ability to like comb through the hair with ease. So you can get slip by adding water and some oil to your hair, or flaxseed gel, something very gelatinous or something to that effect. So adding flaxseed gel and other agents to aid in slip, it really helps with maintaining and managing texture hair.
Okay.
So that's kind of the route I went. And then I transitioned and rebranded into what I have now, which is a texture hydration line. It's more or less issue based per se for issues with hydration. Okay. So I think that answers the question. I hope.
Do people come to you for free stuff?
Yes.
Family and friends?
Yes.
Like, you know, anything you're trying out of them?
Not really trying now, but okay, like I have gone through and things like that. They'll be like, oh, like this for the hair. I feel like that's more my mom, but then again, like she can get anything she wants, actually.
Mom is
But
like,
yeah, you know. So, but nah, nobody really. A lot of my friends they do respect it, and if I'm not working with you, they don't really like ask for things for free. It's just more like family, which is also fine. Again, I have like a godchild, things that I'll like give them products for her hair and stuff like that. But no, most of them pay for the stuff.
I was just thinking about you sending something for like your godchild, be like, Auntie send it for you, but I'm gonna hold on to it.
No, that's
or like everyone's sharing the
Everybody,
Chicken half of it.
yes,
It's like,
yeah.
everybody is sharing the bathroom and it's on the
It's on the
it's
hook, so
yeah.
it's just for anyone it is.
Oh no, that's not even meaning to the bathroom, like keeping that on my person.
That's
like,
true.
oh, you need
That's-
some of your product?
Nah.
I mean, well, like go in my cupboard, it's in the corner, in the back, you know?
Nah, I
You
mean,
can use.
I never remember secret spots either.
Wow. But
I
yeah.
never remember secret spots at all. It's only me, isn't it?
True,
I'll take
they
it out.
probably go for it. They probably wouldn't even send
Uncle
you.
Phil's getting like that. Don't worry about that. I get it.
Terrible.
How do you often like model, or is that like you said it's fairly new? But I saw some pictures of you modeling for I think a t-shirt brand.
True.
Yeah. A while
So
ago.
I feel like I know a lot of people, friends and acquaintances, you know, in a lot of creative spaces. So when it comes to, I guess, getting closer to them, we do a lot more creative work together. So yes, I did model for I say the is that okay?
I think it's okay.
So I modeled for some merch for Backyard Vampire. And then I did a music video recently, which was really very
Backyard
interesting.
Bonfire was not the one that I saw.
Really?
Yes, it was called Absolute.
Absolutely. Oh, that was quite a while ago. I'm not certain if they still have the brand like up and running. But in UP, some friends at the time they had developed this t-shirt brand really called Absolute. They have a whole thing behind it. But we modeled for it as their friends. And it was very cute, it was lovely. And that was really that. That was a long time ago. That wasn't, recent. But I don't know to go about modeling, but I guess.
I was just searching and I was like, oh, the
I
thing
mean,
there, and I
like-
saw the music video come up.
Mhm.
So I was
So
like,
I think that was more the route I was going for, and then back and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would love to model, but I think I've always been very shy to explore more creative things. because I would have done art, so paint, things like that, and then music, play the guitar, play the piano before I go ask me to play now. I don't remember much, right? Then the guitar, I just got back into that, but I used to do that quite a lot when I was younger. So, and then singing. So, I mean, although falls tapping into that, I feel like I don't feel a little good. But I'm very grateful for my friends to kind of like push me and be like, okay, yeah, I'll tell you, we're do this, blah, blah. So, yeah. But I don't mind. It's just, it's a territory that I have a lot of, I don't want to say anxiety, but I'm just a little bit scared, I guess. Because I'm like, am I good enough? So, a lot of mind stuff, but yeah.
When I was singing, what is 44 music?
What is what?
You did your research.
Oh. I don't have my headphones, so I can't hear.
Okay.
That's all I
Try to
have.
speak up. Try to speak up.
Okay, so briefly, because I mean things can get a bit extensive, and I'm very new to the band. But I'm in a band called 44 Music, as I said. It is a faith-based band, so we are based in the Catholic Church, but there's a lot of different things that we do. Recently, we have done a wedding. Just last evening, we had an event in Grammy called Overcome, like a youth night. And well, we sing and we minister. Mainly to youths, but we do a lot of other things, and we're really trying to kind of break the stigma of just like regular choirs in the church. Be almost like a moving band to different parishes, different churches, and stuff like that. So yeah, so I sing with 44. I also sing with my family choir at times. I would have stopped because I entered into another ministry at the church, but called Family and Music. And that's kind of where I learned to play the guitar, things like that. My dad is a musician, very long, he's an introvert, love him, but he's very temperament, very sassy. Love my dad. And he plays a lot of instruments. He plays the guitar, he plays the piano, he recently bought a trumpet, so that's great. Waking up at 8 a.m. to a trumpet, right? It's a tiny trumpet, it's not like the huge ones. But yeah, the quattro, things like that. So I've just been surrounded by music, and I'm so excited to kind of embark on this new journey, being in a band and singing in a band, because I always wanted to be a singer before, but there was a lot of, it wasn't that easy, and being in the Catholic Church as well, singing, this is something you do voluntarily, you don't get paid for that, unless you do weddings and things like that. So I mean, performing outside of that was always a little bit weird, because then there's a type of music I'm like, I don't want to, do this or do that. But I mean, growing older, you get to appreciate all genres, all the different types of music and stuff like that. And you just kind of go with your own creative flow and your direction.
But how do you manage all the things you do? Because with music, you have to practice.
Yeah, so I have rehearsal today. Right? Usually we'll have rehearsal maybe like twice a week, maybe more if we're doing events or things are coming up. Again, it's very new to the band. So I'm still, feeling things through and getting a feel of just everything that we do and stuff like that. But in terms of balance, I think that's always been a struggle. Yeah, I feel like balance is fake, like it's not something that's real, because I would have started my brand in like Form 4-ish and registered maybe like 2016. 2016 was like more the thought process behind it. I think I registered it in 2017, right? But its starting was more or less 2015, right? And even before that, I really can't remember. Time is, but yeah, so I would have started it very young and balancing it and school and then tertiary education as well. That was crazy because it was something that I was trying to get off the ground. I would have studies to do, I'd have that to do, and then I was be singing in church.
You studied camp?
Yes.
In
UAE?
Yeah.
UAE. So I did chemistry and management, so that was major. So that kind of, that was major special. what do you call it? So 2 faculties, but yes.
So you're. So how I don't know how Chem works in the UV but is it like you use your brand as?
Well, no. So since I would have already like had the brand, I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I went back and forth. I spoke to my dad and stuff like that. He really pushed me as in with the brand as well. But I spoke with him and I'm like, well, I want to do med. But then I'm like, how am I going to get more knowledge or maybe get further with business? So I'm like, okay, maybe chem. But then there was a program with chemistry and management, which would also help me because I'm the founder. I need to know how to manage business, things like that.
Right.
And I decided on that. I mean, I still wanted to do med. Sometimes I still do. But it's just, I feel like it probably would have been a route that I would have had a lot of side thoughts, not really regrets, but I would have been like, okay, but maybe I could have done something to help my business, or maybe I could have done, whatever. So I still think about going back to do it when I'm graduated and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. It's a lot of work and I feel like there's enough. I feel like I have enough. So I don't know if I want to go through that. But at the same time, I respect that, man. It's quite nice. I always wanted to take care of people and things like that. But, it's a lot more than that, but I had that one day. There's a lot of joy and satisfaction that comes surrounding taking care of people and making sure that they're good.
Okay.
I think we segued a lot from the question.
Yeah. Because we were talking about
Do I remember the question? I don't know. But I think it was balance. It was balance, right?
Yeah. It's
so
music, and about balancing, everything.
Everything. I mean, I feel like having like time constraints, a good schedule, using Google Calendar or Notion or whatever.
Started using Google Calendar more.
Yeah, it tends to. You probably need like 1 hour, right? But
because
that's what I'm saying. Using the colors, using everything.
It's insane.
Yeah, look at the colors.
This is my
Yes.
Yes. Like me. Oh.
Because I'm about to spend everything green.
That's it. Putting everything in one color.
I was thinking about putting everything green.
Yeah, no.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I need the colors.
Yeah, you need to distinguish.
If it's blue, it's weak. Orange is time for myself. Red is a podcast.
Wait, there's not much orange there.
Yeah, man.
There's like 4 pieces of orange. I mean,
I'll
true.
thank myself for breakfast and lunch.
That's good. Prioritize,
Yeah,
but
like people's movements. Like if I have like people
running or something. Oh, okay. Just
getting
walking.
ready, leaving the house.
Right. But yeah, I mean, Google Calendar, things like that. But honestly, things were very chaotic. I was not a very efficient person in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to paint myself as this TBT. No, it's not very efficient. I would do things very last minute. I would take a lot of risks, And I think that helped as well in terms of knowing that I didn't want to do that. I don't want to be that type of person. So now it's scheduling things, penciling in things, and being like, okay, this is non negotiable. Even if I don't get to do this, let's say studying for my exam, I want to at least do 1 past paper. That's going to get done sometime during the week, no matter what. No party, no line, no whatever is going to get me there. That's going to have to happen, kind of thing. And since doing that and then kind of easing my way into penciling in things into a proper time slot or whatever, that helped. But yeah, still not as efficient, but you try your best. Balances, butter concept, but you do your best, That's what I'm saying, but I mean,
Sleep.
you
If
try.
I work out, I want to.
You try. I mean, if you're balancing a lot, then you kind of have to make time and prioritize and all that. But
yeah. I've been trying to read this book too long this while.
let's not talk about reading.
Yeah.
Because I have like 5 books right now.
So you put start reading X book. This has been going on for a half month, and I'm like, I just can't sit down and pick up this book.
Yeah.
And then I watched the video on YouTube and I was like, all you have to do is just start. And I'm like, but I can't start.
But
Starting is the hardest thing.
I started, got to page 11. Then this new project came online. Everything had been thrown out.
you've been on page 11.
I've been on page 11 for the past week and a half.
I ain't even seen the first page of that book.
Just open it.
It's really, it's a new
You want to know the ironic thing?
but still.
The name of that book is Zeal Without Burnout.
Nice.
Wow. Wow. You're playing yourself right now, honestly. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Amen.
yeah, sure.
What can I do?
But yes.
When do you realize that you need to rebrand?
The brand wasn't feeling like me anymore. I think that's the bottom line.
Okay.
I think it was just very colorful things whilst that was what I was going for. Yeah, like the coral was like a nice bright. I honestly miss it though. I do miss it.
Okay.
It's a nice bright like label and all of that. But I felt like it just wasn't me anymore.
What was the logo? Because
It was like a bamboo, two bamboo stalks.
okay, because I'm watching it, I'm like,
What is that? Yeah. Even like the label itself had like bubbles. So like bubbles. It's like bouquet in it. But it was kind of so that kind of represented, like washing it and all of that. So now it has some.
it did blow up a lot. Yeah.
Huh?
I say it did blow up a lot.
It did go up a lot. I would say so, but at the same time, I think then when it was made, it was also meant to stand out.
Yeah,
It was
it's
meant
right to be
be
tried.
like- yeah, it really was, and I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it.
Yeah, I could watch them be like,
Yeah, honestly, it's not, but it's also like, because I have like so many beautiful shots that I never got to post. Posting was also something that was a lot, like it created a lot of like anxiety. I'm like, oh, they're gonna like this picture, and anyway. So I have like a lot of pictures that I never got to use, and they're so beautiful because I used like leaves, like I would have put it behind nature stuff.
Right.
And it was so pretty, and I'm like, wow, this is really nice, but I can't use this anymore. But
Right.
yeah. So for its time, I think it was lovely, and then I just kind of transitioned it into something more me. I guess being the age I was, the type of products that you were seeing on the shelves, things like that, and now it is what it is today. Rebranded probably maybe 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah.
I thought it was 2 years.
Something
I could be
along those
wrong.
lines. I told you time hard for me.
Yeah,
Right,
so,
2 years.
fact check you right now.
My.
How do you get your stuff on shelves?
How do I?
Get your
Yeah, your stuff on shelves. What shelves are you on? Like, where can I?
Right now I'm
Okay, yeah,
retailing at 26 Ponyville Boutique. On 56, well, on Ponyville Road, Woodroad, right?
The name of the place is
It's 36 Ponyville, yeah.
The
It's
location.
number 36 Ponyville, which is also the location, okay, right? Ponyville Street. So I'm sheltered there.
2021.
2021.
September 2nd.
Almost 3 years. I'm not off. Not off, So yeah, in terms of shelf, I feel like that was purely by chance. Again, knowing a lot of people that I created from. Someone asked, they were like, what do you think about, shelving your products and stuff like that? And they were like, okay, well, let me find out from this person because they have a store and they stock a lot of these types of things on artisan things and jewelry and stuff like that, clothing. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And they reached out to them, they reached out to me, and I said, yeah, we got a contract and I showed them my stuff, basically. I was really striving to build a website first. So shelving was not the first thing I wanted to do, but it was a very good decision. And I'm grateful, I'm very happy that I did that. This website ended up taking, that too, the website ended up taking like 3 years. And not because I was building it, but because I kept sleeping on it. I kept like putting it off.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I am really happy that I got to shelve it because I was selling just through Instagram and through Instagram before shelving it.
Hey, you saw this product?
Listen.
Ooh, that's how I teach.
No, but like who can shift, who can whatever. And they're like, messaging based on a story or like a post that was like months ago asking, hey, can you tell me what this is about? There is a description and a caption, but that's okay. I'm happy to tell you because I mean this is my job, so I'm like yeah, and responding to them at that time, and then I had to be like, nah, sir, you need time for yourself.
I saw
You
this,
need to have a cut-off time.
There's this video of this guy who's like, if you want to start up a business, be prepared to talk about the same thing
Over and over, even if you
million
have it,
times.
then you buy, even if
You
you
have to
have
introduce
it.
yourself to new people all the
New
time.
people, yeah.
People gonna ask you the same thing going on.
Yeah.
It's like,
And they might just see something and they won't read it. Sometimes it's a lot of emotional branding as well. So it's just like, okay, tell me about this. Or do you have this? Or do you have something to grow here? Do you have, it's just like little questions like that. So
but you could do those in videos too.
yeah, that's
That
also
could be your content.
a thing. But I'm still finishing my last course right now. So it's just like I have all these content ideas that I can't execute because I'm like, I don't have the capacity for this right now.
Right.
So check me out. Maybe 6th. That's a Monday, right?
36 beauty.
Anyway, check me May 6th, right? May 4th, right? So from then I'll probably organize a lot more of the content that I have planned that just on paper,
Maybe 6 is a Monday, correct?
Because the third is mine. So
Right. I mean, you probably have an influencer friend who just lock out some videos and then you just have a press post and caption it, right?
hopefully
You
that's
can even schedule it.
well yeah,
Oh,
so scheduling. Yes, but then
Forget about it.
So right now in the business, I have temporary packaging. And whilst I have no problem doing content around temporary packaging, it's just like, it's not how the brand looks. So it tends to create just a bit of a rift in how I may want to do things, but it's just like, honestly, I'm just gonna work with what I have and do stuff surrounding that. And use myself, my friends, whoever would like to. But I mean, it's not just influencer friends, like, this is their job. So I'm a big, like, pay for people's time, And if I can't, I'ma use my two inches of hair. I mean, it's not 2 inches, right? But at the same time, I'll use myself until I can shrink it. But then again, it's not 2 inches though. Like the main hair switches. Anyway, I don't mind. I love my short hair. Like it's been almost 2 years just cutting my hair every wash day because it grows, right? So cutting my hair every wash day every 2 weeks or so.
Cut this out?
Yeah. The first time I got my sister-in-law to do it.
What are you cutting with?
Scissors. Yeah, scissors. What do you mean?
I'm not even to the barber, I don't know.
No, why would I go to the barber? Like they would they'll sell you scissors. But I'm cutting it myself. If it's every wash day, I'm gonna go buy a barber, buy a hipster every week to wash my hair and have it cut it.
That's not
I do
normal.
that.
That's normal.
No, I do it every 2 weeks. So I don't know.
Sometimes I go 2 weeks because I don't find it. But when I do, I'll cut it still.
But do you have to wash it so much because of you putting product in your hair every day or no? That doesn't matter.
No, I don't put product in my hair every day. So when I wash it and I style it, I just like spray it in the morning really. If it's getting frizzy, water and glycerin. If you find glycerin in it.
I'm trying to bring up my natural curls. I'm trying to look like you at the end of the young episode.
I mean,
But I pop all them curls.
I can help you with that, but
That'll be crazy.
Yeah, but the other gym I get after, I'm not responsible.
What is going on?
I'm not responsible for
Again,
anything that happens.
Last minute.
But yes. But I would style it once really, and that's it. If I feel the need, like, can you send it my hair, the first day I want to touch it up, I want to do a little something, I'll do that in the morning, yeah. But I would not restyle my whole hair every day. That's it. It stays the first day.
I don't want to say, but how do you get to stay? It's like this.
That's a good question. It depends on what your hair likes. So my hair, it doesn't like creams that much, so I use gel. So I use the jelly that I have. That's the only product I use in my hair. If I want like a leave-in, I would use like the milk, the moisturizing milk. But at the same time, the jelly looks quite fine, and I use that solely. If I want a softer, still like curly situation going on. So some definition, I'd use the curl cream, or any fine cream. Use the curl cream before. I have a hard time,
Sounds like
you know,
it's
but
26
maybe. But it depends on what you want. It depends on what you want. If you want like straight definition, like really good definition, and you hear like screams, then curls if you want curls. but yeah, so it depends, and then it's thinking you need something that will hold the curl in place. So the jelly is definitely the root score. And that's what I use. So the curls hold in place. I did my hair yesterday, maybe around like 12, and it will have a crunch for a little bit. It's not super hard, and then it will soften by the next day and soften. And it
What's
goes the
sort
same.
of crunch?
Well, the holding agents in the
Okay.
gel or jelly. So yeah, it really is to just hold. You can scrunch that out.
How long does it take you to make the DNA?
Now maybe an hour to wash and style. Yeah, that's amazing because when I have like buckling hair, that used to take so long. Like sometimes I still have like trauma with washing hair.
Like this long?
Mm.
That's sure in the process. And
Yeah. It
I
took
can't
a
do this
while.
myself.
It took a while, so that's why I'm like, I really appreciate having the short hair because I'm able to like go, I'm able to do what I need to do and not have literally a wash day, just like a wash hour, maybe 2 hours. Like if I'm really want to do extensive stuff and treat my hair well, I would take maybe like 2 minutes, but you know, it's not long hair. I have to embark on that journey. I have to be ready to embark on that journey.
I don't
to
think
my
it's
hair.
embarking on that journey anytime soon, but
Yeah, I would figure it out.
Is there a pressure to keep up your hair? Okay. You personally,
Yes.
like, do you have like?
Okay,
if
so
could you even have like an off day? 'Cause, like,
I'm not feeling to do my hair today. I just want to leave, come back.
Yeah.
I feel like my off days would look good still. Like I would make it look good still because I feel like I'm a walking billboard for my brand.
Yeah, because you can't be selling these skincare products
I
and
know,
then I'm mess.
So I mean, I understand. Skin is a whole other thing though.
I know, but I'm just saying like.
I know. But at the same time, like of course, like I really, it's kind of second nature now. So I don't put effort into being like, oh yeah, like let me just make sure my hair is good. Because I feel like I did that when my hair was long.
Right.
So I was just like always ensuring that my hair would look good, and all of that. But I mean, I would have off days, but very few. And some people may not consider that or those days as off days. But I would have had, internally, I would not be feeling my hair. I would not be feeling this bottom. I would not be feeling this wash and go. I would not be feeling this style. But I have to go, like I have to leave the house or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would just leave. But yeah, it does feel a little bit pressuring. But now I think it's just a part of how I groom, I guess, like how I take care of myself. I always have my hair on, and that's that. And it being shorter now, it's easy to just, okay, this curls out of place. I'm gonna put some product and that's it. Versus it being like down my back and the whole half of it frizzy, and I'm like, I have 10 minutes. I need to leave the house. So
Yeah. People always come up for like recommendations and stuff.
for a
Like
lot of
to you.
different things, yeah. With
Like,
respect to hair, like
my
what
hair,
would
fix it,
they?
please.
Yes, but at the same time, that's like a two-way street because you want like a quick fix, but then like your hair has been dry for however long. You've been using something that's dry with your hair, using like oil to moisturize your hair, and I'm just like, okay, but you need this product, and this product. And it's
Oil
like,
and
all
moisturize.
that, like all these different things, and I'm like, no, but you need to have a good base. You need to, hydration comes from you washing your hair. It doesn't come from any product at all.
Right.
So you need to wash your hair, get all whatever's in it, and have the water be able to penetrate your hair. Hydration comes from water only, full stop. So how you seal in that water, how you like moisturize after, is what will keep your hair moisturized. But hydration comes from water. So I mean, you need to wash your hair well, get out all of that. Scalp care is also a thing, and then you move into moisturizing.
How can hydration come from water if water doesn't have hydrogen in it? What?
I
I saw this
You
lady.
didn't do anything like.
I saw this lady on TikTok. She bought this it's like this little. It's literally like a blender, like a cylindrical blender, right?
Yeah, like one of those kind of neutral.
And she's like, water doesn't have hydrogen in it. Water doesn't hydrate us. So she bought this thing. So when you pour water in it, it apparently adds the hydrogen to it. And everybody's in the comments like, Mom, what are you talking about? What do you mean
Like,
water
you do
doesn't
your
have?
research before you posted this?
Do you know what water is made of? Because you need two of them. And one of something else.
I am
And I'm
assuming.
like, okay, let's continue.
Yeah,
No, she was
that's
really like trying to sell that product.
She really was, clearly. Without any knowledge at all.
So that's why I said that. I know my hydrogens and my oxygens and my.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
First 20 elements of periodic table. Go.
Ooh.
Alright, so but overall, yes.
Well, you know
come.
what? I don't know.
People do come and ask recommendations. But a lot of people they're not really sure how to put in the work. They may not want to put in the work. It's not really a lot of work, but if you've been doing the same thing for years, like I understand the change of the routine may be very weird, it might be foreign. It might be like, why do I need all that? Or what is that? Or what is this? Or whatever. It generally doesn't have to be very extensive, especially with skincare as well. You just need maybe 1 to 3 things. Obviously, a shampoo and a conditioner or deep conditioner.
Cool.
If you want to
Does
style
any
it,
shampoo matter?
if
Does any shampoo matter? Or like, is there supposed to be shampoo?
it matters.
With creatine and
No, like
How come men's shampoos have so much things in it and women's shampoo only have like one thing?
Is that a difference?
you might want to talk to
I
this brand owners, right?
Oh.
But
No,
at the
I'm
same
saying
time,
like, you know, it's not men's shampoo, literally, it's like shampoo and conditioner in one. And then it goes to your body as well.
Moisturizer.
Oh,
And
it's
it's
like 3 in 1.
It's like a 5-in-1 shampoo. But then woman, it's like, this thing is only for the front of your head. And it's like, you need 5
Like
bottles.
no, but I don't know why they brand men care
More
like
shampoo.
that. I feel like that's a whole conversation, but I just feel like men can take the same steps as women to do their hair, to do their skin. It doesn't matter. Like you don't have to brand it in all in one type of thing. Not all men, if not any men, just like okay, I just want to use this alone and I don't care about nothing else kind of thing. Like if you care and you want to do yourself a certain way, you find the products to do it, and that's kind of that. I don't know why companies do that, but at the same time, I guess it worked for a while. But now people are, delving into the whole self-care bit and looking at, what they put on their skin and all of that. Yeah, go off, right? But yes. So shampoo, deep conditioner, something to lock in that water after. And according to what you want to style your hair, you just might need, for me, just a gel. Or if you want to do twists, if you find a cream something heavy, if your hair is not thick, you might need something light like milk. Which is why there's a purpose for the different products in the line. So yeah. But it depends. It depends on if people want to put in work, if people want to change the routines they had to enter into something different, if they want to see better results with their hair.
What is the leak-in process? Are you like treating this as water like it's not stirring and trying and dash of this and try dash of that and a little sprinkle of rosemary inside of it.
And everything.
Stir.
I mean, a lot of it is that. So there's different phases to the products that I would make. So I have a home lab, and there's different phases. So anyway, there's like a lot of phases, right? There's oil phase, things like that. So yeah, at a point in time, I will be stirring something like very hot liquid, right? Or very hot oil, XYZ, to ensure that it's melted well, ensure that it's infused well in the water phase or whatever.
Have you brewed yourself before?
Yes.
Okay.
I have brewed myself. I have thrown down an entire batch of product before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can continue about it.
Huh?
I said you can continue about your phases.
I mean, no, yeah. So you wouldn't see me, but I would be doing that. I wouldn't be dashing in anything, no, but it's let's say the water phase. It's an infusion, so it's an infusion of a few things, and then the oils. Well, not really an infusion, but you have you think about it. You have the various different oils and butters that you're using. All of that is going into the oil phase, and then when the products are cooled and you mix both of them, it's like a cool down phase as well, where you have like preservative and any types of like proteins or things that will degrade if the product is too hot. You'd add that in the cool down phase, and then you leave it. Let it cool further, and then bottle and label.
And all just from trial and error. How do you learn
Research.
about these phases as well?
Research. Because when I was mixing the shea butter and water, right? So that was an emulsifier and all of that. So I had to figure out, okay, well, what do I need? I need an emulsifier. Okay, where am I getting that from? Back then, it didn't have a lot of the supplies that I have now in Trinidad. Just had maybe Mustafa's. That's probably it. And thank you Lord for that. Because they had the emulsifier, and I'm like, no way, I went to my aunt because she got her from my aunties. Alright, and I was looking through the store and I saw emulsifying marks, and I was like, no way. So I bought it. The old stuff. So I bought it and I tried it and it worked, and I'm like, okay, this will real take me. Maybe I should use a little less. And I used a little less, and then I would have looked up, okay, what is the ratio of like the usage rate more or less to use this product in 100% product or whatever, 100 grams or whatever. And they was like, okay, 5% is good, 5 to 10%, 3 to 10%, and I'm like, okay, vibes. And I tried the different percentages to get like a different feel, a different thickness or whatever of the product, and stuck with one of them. And so the research was based on how I want the product to feel, how I want it to work, just what I want from it more or less. And the rest.
And from there, what did scaling look like? Because doing it for yourself,
that's one thing.
Yeah.
100 milliliters
Scaling,
of this,
I would
just
say
do this for myself, okay. But now to do 100 milliliters by 100 times,
Well, no, I use ounces. I don't use grams, right? But it's just like.
She's like, what?
Because some people like, I just smell.
You tell somebody, oh, you make that pie. I roll it.
I bought it.
I just grab for my family, but then cook for other people.
That's insane, yeah. So I mean, obviously, I would have had to develop proper recipes after doing it for myself and all that. And develop proper recipes. Make sure once I do them over and over, like they make sense and then you get the same result of that. And then from there, scaling in terms of making more, I'd have to buy bigger containers, bigger either glass beakers or stainless steel bowls or whatever.
Who's the biggest container?
I really don't know how much ounces that is, but
Do you have a really big ones that
yeah, well, not only glass beaker, but any stainless steel bowl.
This country, we need to come to a consensus of which system we want to use. Because
Which metric system? Yeah.
Or metric. This flopping back and forth.
The biggest one for me makes about like 24 products, and that's 16 ounces. So 16 ounces by 24, right? Right? But the main one I use would make 12. Yeah, would make 12 products. That's
I
the main
visualize that.
It's a lot.
But liters and you want to be able to.
Yeah. Just think of like a
Because at least you know what I want to know inside.
like a pot, like
I want to cook it.
Screaming. But yeah, so it's pretty big.
That's real cool.
It's real.
That's real cool.
But yeah, so overall, I use those, and scaling for me now is probably getting into other stores maybe. But my biggest thing, what I'm trying to do first is like work for the brand, and then also ensuring that I have stock.
Yeah.
Because at first I would have gotten a lot of my packaging down here, and then things happen, and I'm gonna call it needs, right?
Yeah.
And it just, a lot of people started bringing in less things, you know, they started changing up their stuff. So I see my jars here, I don't get my jars here anymore. If one of my suppliers sell out, I would have one supplier that I get, let's say, my shampoo bottle from. If that's out, I'm done. So I would have had to, look to buy it myself, bring it in myself. And that's also a whole set of other
Is it cheaper than
challenges. Yes.
I feel
But
like it's something
No,
good.
okay.
It's something good on Alibaba paid $10 for
No,
I
500
feel like
bottles.
it's okay to say that things are cheaper to
That's
buy
not
it
why I
and ship it in.
hesitated. I hesitated because it's like custom charges, things like that. If I'm not buying in bulk, I will bring it in by air, and that's expensive. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what I can add now? I'm thinking, okay, what I can add to bring it in by sea, so that and maybe I'm only bringing in 100 bottles or 200 bottles, but I'm gonna bring in 10, 160, so let's say 64 ounces of aloe vera juice as well. So that's gonna make it heavier. And I would probably be more eligible or pay cheaper to bring that 10 bottles of aloe vera juice and just the 200 bottles by sea than by air kind of thing. So you really have to measure. You have to literally just buy in bulk. That's the bottom line. Buy in bulk because it's just going to be too expensive. But if you just want a little bit of stuff, I'll bring it by air, but it'll be a bit to
Exactly. From Korea for sea shipments.
sea shipments are different Korea. It depends on who you use, right? But yes, it can be a different Korea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Bulk, by bulk,
any,
truly.
had any interesting questions like, we ordering all this, how are you spoiled?
Nah, because people.
Well, that's why
people
somebody
buy.
continued because I was watching this guy and he was like, he's also a chemist, but he makes like a bunch of like he just
His own thing. So he has a
yeah,
lot
but he has
of
like a
materials.
yeah, and he has like a YouTube channel around like chemistry and stuff. But he bought like this.
Who's that?
I don't know, I can't remember the guy's name. I just saw it was like a clip. It was like a 10-minute clip of a long episode. I just saw the guy. But he got like this big bottle. I think he said he's in Canada or something. And he's like, did he get any calls about it? Because and he's like, no, they called him like 2-3 weeks after he got the bottle and they were like, yeah, he just followed up on X, Y, and he's like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then the guy came on his phone. And then people like think that he's low-key selling coke. And he's like, why would I make a whole YouTube channel talking about chemistry
and be a dealer in the background?
and I'll just be a dealer and make more money that way.
Yes, that's true. But I mean, two streams and income.
So nobody was like, hey, why did you need this big container?
Nah. The most is just really asking, how much you want. So one of these suppliers that I haven't used them, but I would have started the process, and the things that I needed by the time they got back onto me was out of stock. So I was like, okay, I want a case of this, and I want a case of whatever, and they called and they were like, okay, well, we're seeing what you sent, but the company is out of stock right now, so do you want to like anything else to fill the quota of XYZ kilograms or whatever? To bring stuff in. And I'm like, oh no, I need that, and that's not that alone.
Specific thing.
It was jazz. Jazz is like, jazz, especially
People not really just buying up jars like that like every day.
I mean, people have their own businesses too,
I know, I'm just saying I'm like,
Nah, jazz it's not like the hardest thing to get, but it's probably one of the hardest things for me. Yeah, with having this business.
you probably start making jars,
Listen, I was like, how to make jazz?
We would have current, Who needs jars?
Yeah. But is there a way to be like do it reusable?
Yes. So
where people can get their refills done?
yes, so I've had that going for a while, but it would have been
That's fine.
for more. It would have been for more like regular customers, Because the process of doing that, they'll have to bring it back, or I have to go get it from
Yeah,
them.
I'm thinking like what
sanitize,
the logistics
all of that.
are.
Yeah, I haven't found the perfect logistic.
What
Yeah,
was
but
Making it a little more
like making
sustainable.
and refilling.
Oh, okay.
So
When they come out, when you
yeah,
drop
so
it
I
off.
mean, big up Immortal Beauty. I love Catherine and I love the whole team, and she has literally been doing everything that I've been wanting to be doing, and I'm like, I look up to her a lot.
Yeah.
And she recently did refills in her store, in her
Yeah.
Immortal Beauty, and I'm like, this is exactly what I've been talking to Richard about, because Richard is a part of my team as well, and well, a very, very dear friend. So I bounce a lot of ideas off of him, and it's like, I have been thinking to do this for years now, and I haven't pushed it, I haven't
Okay.
like done that, and I'm like, so Catherine, do it. Yes, this is what we need. This is literally what we need. So that is more or less the route I will be going at some point in time.
How does she do it? I don't know.
She uses like large glass bottles with pumps.
Right, and then you just pump it.
and you pump it back into the bottle. I
Okay.
don't know.
That's what I was thinking about.
Well, I don't know if there's like a sanitation station or whatnot, or if you have to come with your bottle cleaned, because that'll be on you. That'll be on you if
Right.
you have, you know.
But even
excess
if your
water.
bottle is clean,
It's just your
it
whole
shouldn't touch it, right?
It's all products, yes, there's a coding. So let's say it's a
Depending
jar, not a
on
bottle,
How long it's
and there's a
sitting
lot
on.
of like you're dipping
The
your
jar
hand
is a
in,
big one,
there's-
right?
Yeah, the jar is.
Well, the jar will be easier to fill, but the bottle.
It'll be easy to fill. The bottle just have the rim, and
Right.
usually there's no like excess contamination. But if it's a jar and there's water
Scoop
in
in
there,
your
you're
hand.
scooping your hand. There's other products that may not be that same brand that you've been using as well. You're gonna contaminate it. So you have to come in that jug washed, like wash it before you refill it. So,
Always gonna contaminate.
Yeah, because some
Yeah.
people will
Person's product.
yes,
Not-
not the
Not your.
refill.
Okay, because I was like,
It's gonna contaminate your product. Because if you want
Okay.
to refill, yeah, it's gonna contaminate it to some extent. But yeah, just go with it washed. Give a little spritz,
Yeah.
things like that, and you should be good to go. But yeah, so I do refills, but I haven't had jars in a while. So it probably will be persons who have had jars, friends, things like that. They bring it to me.
When
and
you
I'll
get
go to them.
jars, then
Yeah,
right, and then now you just have to just go to that spot and then top it up.
and top it up. So the spot more than likely will be 36 Cornelio. I did have the conversation in the past, but again, it's not something that I brought into reality just yet.
yeah.
And then also the materials, like even though I'm a small business, I love glass and I really want glass. But there's a lot of thoughts surrounding it. Because cosmetics in glass, outside of it screaming luxury, which I have no problem with, it's also fragile,
Right.
and people are like, well, they may be opposed to having a glass shampoo bottle, But I'm also like,
such a flex.
that way I feel
How
so
work
good.
though?
You leave it on the ground. But I said time not to be
No,
sassy.
like the.
You pump it. No, there's a
It'll be a
pump.
pump.
It'll be a pump.
Sorry.
So you leave it on the ground.
Oh, you see,
There
it's just against your hand
are-
again.
No, I think you're running a little plastic bottle. Yeah.
But the one now has like a
And then
nozzle, so
squeeze.
it's cute. It's cute,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't miss the nozzle. If I switch to that. I can't say if I switch. I really would. I would like
At
to.
some
Is
point.
there a possibility to give people the options? Or
They
not so
can
much?
take
No.
Yeah.
Because that'll be a lot. Maybe if I do refill pouches,
Yeah.
persons would have that, but refill pouches would probably be like a large scale because there would be persons from the UK or the US that they want to refill their glass bottle. They have no way of coming to 36 Cornelio.
Yes.
So refill pouches will be a thing. It is still less plastic, but I mean, yeah. So refill pouches, yes. But I would love to do that, and that would also you would be able to refill your bottle forever almost,
Yeah.
And then there's no plastic waste.
Because why I asked is because
Minus
I was in Barbados last weekend, and one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, I dropped back what kind of jars?" I was like, "Yeah, what now?"
You kind of
And they're like, "Well, I have about 100 jars to now." I was like,
Boy.
"Well, I don't think literally. I would hope not literally,
I mean,
but
if they're like
I also
condoms.
do know. I also don't know.
I like all these things.
I'm like to know what it says. Come on.
And so, but the place that is one of those small kind of
Boutiques.
So they message the owner, like, because, well, they see the owner kind of divide.
Right.
It's like, I just have all these jars I buy from you. I can just bring it back.
And get this one.
But, so they were like, I don't think it meant this one, because when they went, one of the employees was there, they went there.
Right.
It was like, I'll message her and find out.
Yeah. Well, I do give a
because
discount
I just saved you money. I just saved you money. So
That's so, especially if it could like properly be reused and
Yeah.
there's no taints or anything. I know sometimes candle jars they have like prints on the jar itself. It's not just a label.
Right.
If that rubber or things like that, how are you gonna salvage that? But if it's just a label, you're good to go in a way. If it's glass as well, you're good to go. So that also is another reason. And I just feel like it's really so much better for you. Having the products in glass, or even like
in terms of plastic consumer or
and I mean the plastic waste is going to be non-existent as well. So it's a lot to think about, but it's so much to do as a small business, But I don't want people to think it's not possible, and I kind of want to show people that it's possible to do that. It's not hard, And then you get a lot. I will get a lot of the bottles down here too, the materials, things like that. There's a lot of companies that sell the glass bottles that I want, so it's a win-win, honestly. It's just to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a transition.
It is a transition because people are going to be like, hey, glass or whatever. But I mean, there will be things in place to assist you with that, Not really right now. Say secrets right now. But there's going to be things in place to help you. This is not going to fall that easily or whatever. If you want to fix it, have like a fixed something in your bathroom with the bottles, like floating, if you know what I mean. You have that, or you keep it on the ground. I have two friends that has shampoo in glass bottles, one for me and one for another company. And they keep it on the ground. That's it. Just keep it on the ground in the corner of their shower, and they're fine with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it depends on the consumer, truly. But I mean, perfume bottles and glass, candles.
Right.
Glass. Like you are careful with those things. So being careful with something else as well that you buy is really, it's your money, spend it. So just take care of it and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Granted, children, cats, pets, I know, but at the same time, you find ways to. Not just in the shower, but like cats like fling glass and stuff off tables and
I
stuff. So
personally think they're domestic terrorists.
I love cats.
Domestic
so much. I love cats. But I mean,
Spiteful.
you try to work around those things, put them in places that it's not going to fall easily as well. But I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm just saying take care of it. You buy other things in glass and you take care of it, like your perfumes and all of that. So there's a way. Yeah.
Okay. Do people come to you like they know more about you than him?
Maybe more about hair than I know about
Yeah.
hair. I would not make that an argument only because I'm sure there's some people that know more about me, more about hair than me, or more about products than me, more about chemistry than me, right? I would entertain the conversation because I want to learn from them, but at the same time, don't come at me like hostile because that's it. That's it. Don't be hostile about it. If I know that you're incorrect, I will try to help you understand the process behind, okay, well, this is probably not the way, like oil moisturizing hair, right? A lot of people have that argument. They are moving away from it now, but a lot of people have that argument, and I'm like, oil does not moisturize hair at all.
So just water.
Yeah, if you have water in your hand, then you seal it with an oil. Great.
Okay.
But don't put oil on dry hair and expect for it will look shiny. It might look healthy, but it's not moisturizing your hair. It's actually just drying it out, really.
Yeah.
So things like that. I will not argue, but I would help you understand why you might think oil might moisturize your hair, but it's really you're putting it over water. Or if you're not putting it over water and they're like, oil dry my hair, whatever. I'm like, how are you using it? Kind of thing. I'll try to have a healthy conversation versus, the hostility. But I don't think I've had a lot of people come at me like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do, I'm like, okay, I'll be like, okay, or I'll just answer and have a discussion if they're open to that.
What other misconceptions about hair?
That people have?
For us. Hot takes.
Wait, I don't know now. Maybe the tighter the curl, the harder it is to take care of your hair. Usually it's the same process,
Wow.
you know. But at the same
So my hair is
time,
not just not losing.
I think no, but it's usually the same process. You shampoo, you deep condition, or you condition, and you style. The length of time may
What is
may
the
vary,
condition?
but
Yeah,
Regular
no,
condition.
that's a
deep
different
condition or deep conditioners usually masks. It has some sort of
It's only for 10 minutes.
yeah,
plus.
some sort of ingredient that binds to the hair or assists in some way to some issue that you're having. So if it's moisture, it might deeply moisturize because it may have, let's say, panthenol, glycerin, like a lot of those humectant-based ingredients that will help draw moisture out of the air into your hair.
Like I know what that is.
Or, well, I just said what it was.
I know.
Or proteins that would help bind the hair shaft, help repair it to an extent by filling in the gaps in the hair shaft for the hair strand.
Yeah, they gotta take it back after.
You can rewind and watch it.
No.
Oh, you want clarification or something?
Yeah. What it means to condition your hair? Because I didn't like shampoo and condition your hair.
I feel like some people just shampoo, I'm not gonna lie. I know some people who just shampoo.
And some
but-
people don't believe in shampoo.
If what? If what? You don't believe in shampoo?
No, he knows some people who don't
Believe in shampoo.
who don't even shampoo.
I mean,
Wait,
I
what's
just
the
haven't washed my hair in a long time. I don't know.
that's fine. I mean, if
I
you
look at
don't
her,
have
I'm not
conditions
okay.
and all that,
It's not the easiest to pick up things.
really.
Because I expect there to be certain things and I'm like, wait,
Mm.
I need to go to the grocery for this, or I need to go X, Y, and Z for this thing, and then I'm like,
Don't worry,
It's too out of the way.
I will help you do some stuff, okay?
What are we talking about?
Alright? But at the same time,
like,
conditioning,
solutions.
solutions. Conditioning is the next step after shampooing. So when you shampoo, well, if you want to get a little bit technical, when you shampoo, you usually raise the cuticle to remove the dust and anything that's trapped there. Yeah, cuticle.
Okay.
I didn't know how to hair cuticle either.
Right?
So I was like,
The hair
okay,
cuticle,
yeah.
right? So you raise that, and the shampoo itself also, the pH of the shampoo, usually would raise that. More acidic.
Okay.
I remember correct, right? But yes, so it usually raises it,
Okay.
and the pH of the conditioner or deep conditioner tends to lower it or tends to smoothen that out as well, right? So you raise it, you get the water in, but you also get the dirt out and all of that, and then you seal it or you condition it, and it tends to get a little more shiny, a little more smooth, and all of that, right? The necessity of all these things, there's a lot of conversation around it, right? For me, shampoo and conditioner your hair, and condition your hair.
Yeah.
That's all, right? That's all I ask. Hydrate and moisturize. That's all I ask, right?
I was just doing it because when
yeah.
you say shampoo and condition,
And condition.
it says shampoo and condition, so I just used to be doing the shampoo and
And
condition.
condition.
I don't know why, I know how to wash my hair.
But
Like 2
I
weeks.
mean, clean it up. But yeah.
No, I know how to wash my hair, clean it, that's necessary. But in
Okay.
terms of the order and or
And
what
or-
each thing,
I mean, some people condition before they shampoo as well because some shampoos can be very harsh, and they may do like
some
hot
shampoo
oil
that
treatment.
feels like
Like fiber,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can do like a hot oil treatment before. Some people pre-poo, so they pre-shampoo. Yeah, they pre-shampoo. So that will include either stop.
I really didn't know what it is.
Yeah, it is a funny word, right? But it's pre-shampoo, short for pre-shampoo.
Yeah.
So you tend to use various things. Hot oil treatment, you condition your hair before you tangle, so you have conditioner in your hair. You could use like flaxseed gel, like a mixture of this is more like Ayurveda, so flax seeds or what is this thing? I can't remember the other word, but hibiscus, coconut milk, things like that, and you make something out of that and you put that in. You detangle, maybe you leave that in for a little bit, and then you shampoo. So that also helps cut how harsh your shampoo is on your hair as well. And then you decondition or you condition or you continue.
okay. Just to reiterate, do's and don'ts for hair. Go.
Do not moisturize with oil. this is not a moisturizer, right?
Alright.
Shampoo your hair when needed. A lot of people get away with shampooing their hair every 2 months, right?
How do you know when you need to shampoo?
Itchiness, flaking,
Okay.
and this is like baseline stuff. This is because of product buildup. This is not because of a scalp condition. If you have a scalp condition, then that changes the way you do your hair dramatically. Firstly, go to the dermatologist, right? Don't take advice from any random people on the internet. Go to the dermatologist if you can, a doctor if you can.
What condition
figure
you
out-
actually
yeah.
have?
Because it could just be dry scalp, or it could be dermatitis. It can be, just psoriasis. Something that you would need a proper routine to keep things at bay, so that you don't get flakes, you don't get patches, etc. So shampoo and condition when needed, but ideally once a week, right? That kind of works for most hair types. The straighter hair types, the oil from their scalp tends to travel down quicker to the ends of their hair, to the mid shaft. So they tend to want to wash their hair a little bit quicker than others, or dry shampoo even to kind of yeah, right. It tends to get really, really messy. So do that. Decide what your hair needs, or figure out what your hair needs. If it's moisture, use more moisturizing products. If your hair is breaking off a lot, if it needs assistance, you might need a trim, you might need protein, things like that. You really need to assess your hair and not just do the same thing grandma was doing, kind of thing, because that may not be working for you, and that may be causing your hair to be dry, or maybe causing your hair to break off. So it really depends on your routine and what your hair needs. So yeah, but I would just say take some moisturizer oil. I'm begging. But after that, assess what your hair needs and work to suit. If you need to talk to someone, pop an audience, I will help you. If I cannot help you and this requires medical attention, I will be like, please. No, I try to not diagnose people, that's crazy. So I'm not a doctor, so go to the dermatologist and then we can assist you from there. Some people need to stay away from oils. I have maybe one product that does not have oils, which is jelly, and that defines your hair. It tends to moisturize to an extent as well. I can recommend that to you. But everything else has oils, or certain types of oils that they can't use because it flares up their conditions. So you do what you can. It peaks. You know, they can't peaks. But yeah, the moisturizer oil is nice. But yeah.
What are your thoughts on rice water?
Rice water.
The thing smells nasty.
It does. Some people put like orange peel and stuff in it. Some people do a lot to try to, mitigate it.
Jade started making it, and I was like, in here smells like frog. Sis, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's controversial. However,
Tea.
Got him.
I try to go based on things that has research behind it, but I do not. Hear me out. This is chemistry for you, right? But I do not knock Ayurveda. I do not knock practices that Ayurveda.
I'm going to say we have a
Look it up because it is all right.
But what is that?
Right? Just think of like old practices, ancient practices, Indian, Chinese, things like that. Practices, and rice water is kind of like an Asian thing. So you would usually pair rice water with the aunties in the field with long shiny hair, right? That's the picture people use a lot with rice water. But rice water tends to be very protein heavy. So if you are protein sensitive and you are like jumping on all the trends, okay, let me use rice water now, your hair will be brittle. It will be breaking off because you're just adding protein to where it's not necessary, where it's not needed. You're already protein sensitive, you need a lot more moisturizing products, and then you're asking why is this not working for me. So I think with rice water and a lot of those other trends, yes, maybe try it, but also you have to know your hair. You have to know what you're working with. And if you have a moisture overload, sure, try it. Try to balance, try to get that balance back with respect to your hair. But if it's just you're jumping on trends and trying it because you think it's going to grow your hair and all of that, hair growth is genetic a lot of the time. It's genetic and based on your routine. Full stop.
Right.
If your parents don't grow hair at a quick rate per month and per year, more than likely you won't. But it could also be because of their practices. If they let's say your dad, he has an afro, right? And he's like picking through the afro, there's no water, there's no conditioner, there's nothing in that, and it's just breaking off. You can see things flying, right? When he picks through the afro, then that is manipulation. That's an issue there with detangling. That doesn't mean he would have short hair because it's genetic, but it's just because of his routine. If you do the same thing, because that's all you see, then that is like a routine issue. That's not really genetic. You can grow hair maybe faster than another person, but you're manually breaking your hair off because of the routine you're using, the detangling process you're using, etc. So if not genetic, it's based on a routine, and that's that. There's no like product per se that's going to grow your hair. Sorry, this is a very unpopular opinion, and I understand that.
So you telling me
But
something
there
else? That is true.
I'm screaming. There are things that help. The rosemary oils, like there's a bit of research on that now, because that's like one of the ingredients that make up the rosemary oil. I think they use it in minoxidil, I believe, and that helps or assists in men that are balding, right? But it's not just the rosemary oil alone. If it's genetics, if all your uncles and grandfather, everybody bald, like you're probably still gonna go bald, you know. So it's if you're not doing a hair transplant, things like that, like these are things that happen, and it's tough. It is tough for people to go through, especially men. I understand that, but there's no overnight thing, you know. It's hard. There's no overnight thing. You know, the rosemary might help, the rice water might help to really strengthen your hair and all of that. Ayurveda might help, like henna and shea powder and all of that. But
What? Henna? Like henna?
henna,
Goes on your skin?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like
so there's a lot of people use henna powder to strengthen their hair, to dye their hair, things like that. It is a powder, yeah, but you use it.
Water to it or something.
Water, oil, yeah, they make it into like a paste with other things, with coconut milk, stuff like that. Well, yeah, for that one, for the one that you use to do the drawing on the skin and all of that, that is, I guess, just henna.
I just got out.
I don't know if it's like an oil. I'm not sure how they mix it, but it is henna, yeah. More or less the same thing. But there are different types, there are different shades of henna, things like that. But there's henna that people use to strengthen their hair and stuff like that. That is also another practice, right? That people use. Rice water, same thing. But I mean, the overnight growth that a lot of people are looking for, it's a little bit, it's frustrating because it's a back and forth thing.
Right.
People might be like, "Do you have anything to grow my hair?" And I'm like, "There's a lot more that I need from you. How do you take care of your hair? Do you tie your hair down at night? Was your porosity like? What type of hair do you have? I'm not just talking about like the typing system. Yeah, like how well your hair receives water, baseline.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right?
No.
For me, I'm in between. Like my hair, sometimes it sits on top, sometimes it receives water well. It's very in between. Low to medium porosity.
How do you test for this again?
I would say go to a trichologist, go to a dermatologist, something like that. But there are like the water tests, but a lot of the time it's not super accurate. And porosity is not just I have low porosity and I have low porosity for the rest of my life. No, the environment, dyeing your hair, putting heat on your hair, all of that changes the porosity of your hair. And if you dye your hair and put heat and straighten it, all in one body hairdresser, chances are you do not have low porosity anymore, right? So it really is it's not just like a one size thing, yeah. So that's also with porosity, but I mean, if someone comes and asks that question, I would really need more. I'd really need to know what you do to take care of your hair, you know? Because it could just be a factor of you're breaking your hair off every time you comb it because you're combing your hair dry. Nothing in it. It's gonna break off. It fall in the garden. But you know what, you're right. Whereas it's gonna break off, you know. So it depends on a lot of people. It is the practices that they use because that's kind of all they do, and I get that. But you know, it has a lot to do with your routine and what you routine. You know.
Yeah, this has been out 2 months. Talk to me different.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nicely.
Nicely. But yeah, so it has to do with that, again, genetics. So, and I mean, if you have scar conditions and all of that. So,
yeah. People come to you with any crazy questions?
As of recent, no. Maybe in the beginning, yeah. Do I remember them? But really, a crazy question for me is, you have anything to grow my hair? You know, it's like those kids. But like, you have anything to grow my hair, or like, they are literally already balding and they want to know like what they can use, and I'm like,
I don't want to go to the Turkish doctor.
I'm like, genetically, like, is your dad bald? Is your uncle's bald? You know, things like that. Yes, you can get genetics from your mother's family, things like that. Genetics with in very, very different ways, right? But chances are you may go bald, and you might have to just do a hair transplant. There may not be any product that can help or assist in that. Even when you're using minoxidil, I think people were like, once you start, you have to continue. You have to continue using it, or else you have to go
Stop.
you know. So,
What are your thoughts on hair transplants?
if you want it, get it. If you think you need it, get it. Like, if you want hair on your head, get it. Like, there are risks to everything that you do. It basically is a surgery and all of that. But if you can take the few months of, I guess I would say the awkward phase, I don't know what to call it, but there's going to be pain involved. There's going to be a little bit of awkward phase. You make sure they give you a nice lineup, you know, all of that when they do the hair transplant. But if it's something that you have the income for, right, and you want to do it before,
Did you know cheap and take
but to reach the kilo. To reach the kilo, right? But yeah.
If you go bald, would you
company?
end the brand, or would you like get like a hair transplant done?
Well, with the brand, I would be the founder, yes. But they would probably have other seats, other delegates, I guess, right?
But then you can't consider stuff on yourself.
No, that's fine with me.
You can.
I have more time to do other things. But no, like if that does happen, I mean, a bubble for sure.
Where's that thing again? No, if you. No.
What?
Now, like, where's that thing when you tell people, hey, I just need 5 people. Try the
For
product.
trials, like.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about the susu.
No, what?
The permit scheme.
No!
I
I'm
think
not talking about the trial. You wait people to test your product. There's a particular name for it. Like,
Particular name.
there's a name for people to test the product. No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, 5 people try this product.
Yeah, to see if it's like a placebo or if it's like an actual thing that works.
No, but then you don't give them your product only. Like you have like a.
No, but he wants to know the name of the people.
Yeah, because basically you tell them, okay, I have this new product, but you have to follow these things. Because I want to see the result if you do these things.
I think that's just product testing. But if you're talking about like an experiment, then you have to have a controlled setting.
Yeah, that's right.
And then. I think it's just product.
You're talking about the control group?
Yeah.
Ask me.
Is
Wait.
it that?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Continue.
But for the most part, yeah, if you're testing things out like that too, and if you want to, if you have like a placebo product and then you have to have different groups of people and all of that, have them do the same things, but they're using different products.
Yeah, I was wanted to be in one of those tests. No?
I mean,
Because I always wanted
because
to be like, if they
the
give me this
reason
placebo
why-
and then I feel better.
then I mean,
I'll
my
be-
thing, but at the same time, that's tricky.
Because that's really what
when it
it's
comes to,
not proof, right? Like everything actually works if it's just like people's minds and telling them like,
Yes.
everything is working.
It is controlled.
yes, but I mean, for pharmaceutical,
No, I'm not going to do pharmaceuticals, but
The reason they
do
know
pharmaceuticals,
that
someone was
death
like, I will-
is one of the, like.
That is always an option. You walk outside and you can get knocked down.
you know, I
But
wouldn't
like
be
in those ads when people skipping, happily.
You know what's
to the sun,
crazy? It's really the only side effects that is like.
It's the side effects, So
You
I was
might
like,
sadness,
it's making
depression,
me fatal.
skin reaction. It's like yo.
And then they're like, wow, my life has never been better after
Yeah.
using XYZ. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay.
But it's all a control group.
Mhm.
And then use those people heads as the headshots, You run if you, God forbid.
Well, yeah, no, obviously there would be influencer marketing,
Yeah, that's
generated content.
youth models. They don't need to see me
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that will be it. And I don't intend to be the face of the brand forever, per se. Obviously, it just may happen because I will be brand, but at the same time, I would love for more influencers and user-generated content from men and women to be added to it. Do you have what it takes, though?
In what?
I don't know what it takes. I'm
Yes,
here.
what it takes.
It takes.
What
What
it
it
takes to
takes
be a
to
hero.
do it.
Okay.
I'm here. For now.
I don't know. What's the criteria?
I mean,
What
Is it?
What more resume I have?
well, see, once you do content and photography and videography, I would believe as well, then you know how to work a camera and you know how to just, stand in front of the camera and take.
Hi guys, I want new products, yeah.
Well, I was just, I know I got these products. I see how we use it, Yeah.
When you watch here online, if you do, is it hard to believe them? Like when they're like, hey, this brand sent me this hair care thing, and I've been trying it for 3 months, and I'm like, you apparently love this thing for so long before. You only
Yes.
now talking about it when they paid you, but then last week you're also trying a different product for the last
For
3
the-
months. So I'm
yeah.
like,
So
but you've been mixing
of
products.
course, yes, it is hard to believe them. If that is a route for me, I would go with persons that I know already use my brand. So they don't have to say a statement like that. Oh, I've been using this for 3 months, whatever. Oh, hey, like I know this product, whatever. I've been using it for quite a while now, on and off, or whatever. I would rather, just be honest. I'd rather you be honest than try to sell my thing that.
You don't have to believe them.
Yeah. So I would
Absolutely.
definitely gear towards
Yeah.
persons that would have used my products before. But if it's someone new, I would ask them to be honest. I would be like, I want to hear, but I'll probably give them some criteria. Like I want to hear how the product feels in the hair. I want to hear how the product feels when you wash it out or whatever. Like I want, because that's people want to hear that as well.
Yeah.
So I want to hear what people
Give
want
me
to hear.
genuine feedback,
Yeah.
please.
And that's
Yeah.
that. So it's hard to believe them. And then sometimes when persons do like these generated content I see for certain brands, it's just like they might put stuff in their hair and then it cuts to them having their hair all done
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Take me through the whole process, big dog.
I'm like,
What
how
happened
did
with
that happen?
you?
Yeah. So the content that
It's
I
like you
want.
went in the car and then you reached me out.
Listen,
What was
the
the drive?
journey like? Use some food?
Was it
Like,
traffic?
was it traffic?
Traffic?
Smooth? No,
It was not
yeah.
food, for sure.
No,
I'm
we
for
did it.
sure it wasn't food, right? But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
give me the step by step.
Somebody should do those kinds of videos. You just get no context of like
No
the
context.
journey. It's
Like,
Like,
hi
yeah,
guys,
hi
get
guys,
ready with
get
me.
ready with me.
Get
And
ready
then
with
the
me.
next clip is done.
It's like,
Oh, well,
fully
I'm
ready.
wearing so
It's
I
like,
hope you have a good day. Right?
Okay,
So-
I'm in the car. I'm at work.
Yeah.
I hope you all
That'd
enjoy
be
the
real
rest of
funny.
your day.
That'd be real funny. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would love to take people along the journey because
Yeah.
with respect to products especially,
Mhm.
if I'm being honest, people want to see how it works in lots of different hair types, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about the hair typing system like 3C, 4A, 4B, like different porosities, different everything's, right?
Could you have different
Yes.
for different sections?
Different.
Types for different sections?
Yes, I have a lot of, I have like 3 different hair types. Yes.
The front of my hair is like super curly, but I don't know if it's just because like I don't tight on my hair also. Like a crazy person. I'm trying to like
At least
I'm
that's
actually
possible.
I'm moving, I'm trying to actually be better. Like actually trying.
You sounded very genuine, so I'll believe you,
No,
right?
like,
But you're trying to be better for
like
not sleeping with
taking care of my hair.
nothing
Oh.
on the set.
That's why actually you should see my hair last episode.
I feel like I
I
should have
didn't-
just styled y'all before we entered here. So that
Oh,
makes-
I didn't even think about doing my hair for today.
Anyway, so
I
Oh,
got
moisturizer.
I combed it dry and I was like, yeah, looks good.
you cool the dry amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you take some points from
Yeah.
this conversation, right? Because wow. But right, I would love to be able to give like a step by step or give people context of okay, we are going to use this product and whatever. Obviously, I don't think about too many things, but like there's a lot of ideas surrounding what people actually want to see when it comes to haircare brands,
Yeah.
and not just the cut up clips of okay, using this and that's it, and then you see the hairstyle and that's it kind of thing. Like I want you to see that the
See.
products work.
All the stories.
You know? I mean, it could be a story, but it could be a reel, you know, it could be YouTube shorts, it could be whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the route of what I want for the brand. Because I just want people to see it in
Use.
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I feel like a lot of people, you don't get that. And even for my brand as well, I haven't shown that for a lot of the life of this brand. Mainly because I was kind of afraid to hop in front of the camera. And then I got beautiful Gabby Allen, and she did a lot of TikToks for me with the old packaging. And when I did like a kind of Christmas flaxseed and vanilla or whatever, that's kind of where the vanilla came about too, because a lot of people love that scent, and I use that in the rebranding. So the products are scented with vanilla now and all of that. But yeah, big up Gabby, she did a lot of the work with respect to showing how the products are used, you know. But I was just one hair type, you know. I feel like I couldn't minister to everybody, you know. So it's everybody I want to minister to now, because it's not just a natural hair care brand. The products are based on an issue that we all have with hair, which is moisture. Texture hydration is the name of the line, and it's just, yeah, it's to hydrate, it's to help you with your hair. It's not just a natural hair brand kind of thing. So,
Have you had any struggles with the brand?
I was like, what? Are you going to just stop us struggle with the brand? Yeah, of course. Like,
Bring it.
bringing stuff in, trying to figure out ingredients.
Put it or something at some point maybe.
Quit wouldn't be the word. Like I have taken breaks. You know,
Right.
school is difficult. Like you know, quit wouldn't be the word, but it does start to feel hard when, especially when you know after the panini, it was just like a lot of people.
You know what you panini?
You know what I mean?
Like sandwich?
No,
Like,
you know, like
the bear.
2 years ago.
You think that has the name of the bear?
2 years ago, that left for like.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
Real slow.
Paracetamol.
Yeah, the person.
Panoramic.
Yeah, panoramic, yeah.
Right? I mean, after that, there was a lot of strain with respect to suppliers, and it's just
Yeah.
like, but I need my brand to continue, and I wouldn't have bought. Nobody saw that coming in the case too. I mean, we saw it to an extent, you know, and then it was hard. It was hard just getting materials. It was hard doing stuff. It was hard scaling because there was not a lot of capital, and it's just like, okay, what do you know? I had to change my brand model as in a way, and cater for these things, you know, cater for that, so there will never not be capital for at least for me to buy a couple bottles or a couple whatever, and that was hard. That was hard to learn. That was hard because there was not a lot of like management skills, not enough management skills.
Right.
So yeah. So after that struggle, you know, you get things going, you work on internal things as well, and you just learn. You learn from all the struggulations, right? But yeah. There was a lot. I mean, I feel like I touched on that, but yeah, nothing good comes about the struggle.
Is it just you alone, right? That does everything?
Well, like I said,
You don't have
Rachel,
anybody?
I have my graphic designer.
No, I mean like that does the actual like making or
Oh no.
nobody else. Okay.
Just
What do you spend your money on? Like,
my profits.
yeah.
Skincare, a lot of shit. No, skincare, outside of like what goes back into brand, like that's a given. I don't feel like I have to say that, but things go back into brand. Maybe I buy new ingredients that I want to try to improve formulation. Right now, there's just one formulation that I want to improve better or make better. Well, improve better, same thing. I would like to improve. So I'm looking at buying a few new ingredients on that so that I can test different recipes, I guess, and see which one is better, and see which one I like most. So go into that. Outside of that, whatever I'm paying myself, I use it myself. So I spend it on whatever I spend it on and invest. Well, can't say invest, but save whatever else I can, right? Because the economy is in a mess right now. But yeah, that's all. I like skincare. I don't buy a lot per se, but it's expensive and it's lots of upkeep because they literally give you 50 grams of a sunscreen and I expect that to last you a month. It's not gonna last you a month. So yeah, so that research topic products. If I need to buy other products that I want to try because I want to see how does this product feel, how does this work, that's research. So I buy that. Yeah, I don't spend a lot myself, truly.
Okay.
I like to thrift. Yeah, I like skincare. We did 5 nice things.
Cool. Do you wanna like talk about music or?
I mean, I feel like I touched on it.
I don't know how in depth it goes with. I don't know.
Well,
You spoke about the band. You spoke about like the women. Stuff.
well, in a way, music has just
Is
kind
there
of
anything else
always
that's
been me, like a part of me, a part of my life. Like I guess because of my parents, things like that. They called me the family choir. My dad being a musician, my mom being a singer, and all of that. So it's just like okay. It's just another form of a way that I express myself. It's very easy to do so because of how I grew up, and it's something that I genuinely love. So, singing, I have a wide range, soprano, but I can sing other parts as well. I like a lot of jazzy music. I like a lot of music in that realm. I may not be the charismatic person you might see leading the youths and all of that, in the praise and worship and all of that. But at the same time, I think it's just the genre I like the most because I grew up on that. So like Shadi and Stevie Wonder and Alicia Keys and all that. So the R&B and the soul.
Do you think that he really can't sing?
If
Do you think that he really can't sing?
Stevie Wonder Blue, I love you, right? But so at the same
I mean,
time,
you can sing.
I don't think he. Maybe
I think he's just very heavily impaired.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like
But
maybe
he's
it's
not
just
blind.
a level of.
There's
the
videos of him
level
like
of-
catching things that are falling and everybody's like, if he's blind,
No, but you know, a lot of people say when one sense is lessened, like the other senses are pretty heightened. So I mean,
I don't think just see.
I don't think it works
you
like that.
I don't think he
detect
sees
light and dark.
like nothing.
I think you can
maybe
detect light and dark patches, and if you see this little dark thing
Oh,
on
okay.
the side, you
yeah.
can probably
So
like,
Okay,
you just
but-
stick your hand
because
out.
you know a mic, like if you know your mic was here, and then you like make a little spin.
yeah, I
and then
don't
you
think
see
he will
something sort of
convince
fall,
on
you just
like
reach your
kind
hand
of
out.
thing. You know, he's probably aware of like maybe objects or whatever. Again, this is theory. He's
We don't
probably
know.
aware
We don't
of like lights and darks and all of that, but he may not just be seeing darkness.
Yeah.
I haven't watched like interviews on like
Should
people
talk
on
to him.
skin. I mean,
Podcast, right?
send another email to Stevie Wonder.
It was from get to Stevie Wonder.
But yeah, but maybe it's that. It's just a level. It is a skill. And yeah, maybe he has some sort of depth fields or something, right?
Mm.
I haven't seen him catch anything though. That's wild.
Yeah, I got
But-
like stand for
No, it's literally on my sound. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna look it up?
He can.
I don't know. Do you have any hidden talents?
Yeah, I don't know.
A backflip. I don't know. Yeah. Double jump to someone so you could spin your arm out all of them.
Well, maybe it's because of how tiny I am, but I've always been very flexible. So I guess there's that. I've
So
done like
gymnastics
gymnastics
also
or
in the-
anything like that. Nah, I haven't.
Speaking about gymnasts.
What?
Nah, come on.
I'm screaming. Oh, but yeah, I was flexible. I don't know. I don't know. Hidden talents. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Do you got the video? It's the double thing.
Bouncy mics.
And then
Yeah, he does.
Get to
he catches it and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but he doesn't like catch
Catch
it. Like,
it. He just kind
stuck
of
his
puts his
hand
hand
out.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
But
stand
still.
up. But I think so the guy passed, he saw something else.
Move
It's like-
maybe. But that guy passed real weird though. Like
And he was hopping on the scooter.
yeah, he passed in front the musicians. The singers. What? But maybe it was like a fun take. I don't know. Probably nothing serious. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know any hidden talents. Maybe it's just all on this spot thing. I can't think of the things that I do. But yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't snitching.
I'm a very good driver. I've heard.
What?
That's a hidden talent. That should be like.
I should tell you, I'm
Guys,
I'm
guess what?
speed dating.
No, that's a lie.
What do
You nearly killed us one time.
When?
What?
You know when?
I don't know that.
After Soundforge.
When did I nearly kill you?
After Soundforge.
Nearly killing is a real, it's strong.
Okay.
That's strong.
We almost got an accident to tell you that.
I can't remember that.
After Soundforge, I think I was with, I don't know, Jerry, I was in the car.
My car?
But I was in your car.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can say it.
Nah, maybe we shouldn't. Because I just said I heard I'm a good driver. So let's leave it at that. Right? But you know. But more or less I would only say that because again, big up Daddy. He was like when I started to drive, he made sure and like in green he was like, you are in control of the car. The car is not in control of you. So
Right.
like you have to control it and you have to like be a good driver for yourself and for other people, kind of thing. And but I learned to drive from him, so like drive like a man, kind of thing.
Okay.
But at the same time, yeah, I think I do my best to stay in control of the car, not just like do anything. Because I mean, it's hard because you being considerate and people are being considerate on the road. But you try to be safe, and that's all.
Okay. Yeah, then closing remarks for the listeners, audio and video.
Audio and video. Closing remarks. I mean, I'm very
Just a little
grateful.
tips could be any little
I'm very
advice you got.
grateful for the Jabaris, right? No, but I'm very grateful for you to know you. I mean, I don't know you as much, but I do know you enough. And yes, this is lovely. I hope this goes in the direction that you guys want it to go. In terms of the podcast. In terms of me, thank you for listening. I would have wanted to do a lot of like vocal work as well. So just, I guess being a singer, but also vocal work in there, right? So this is nice. This is really cute. So thank you for listening to my voice. Outside of that, with respect to PYUA, the people that know PYUA, big up y'all, like the brand could not have moved anywhere without friends, supporters, customers, and that I'm really, really grateful for that because people think sometimes they see the brand and they're like, well, this is probably like a big company or whatever. It's just me. And it's been hard, like it's been really difficult. But you get it done, And it's been very rewarding and I'm very, very grateful for everyone that interacts with the page, likes the brand, don't like the brand, anything, all the feedback is great. Really hasn't been negative feedback per se, but I've had feedback and I've used that to improve the products. And that's really all people want, like business owners want, especially when they're creating a product, So please leave feedback, that would be great. Wherever you can is. So continue being better human beings, because come on now. Like drive better. But yeah. That's really it. The peeps know what they have to do work, do the work.
Okay. Take some notes.
This is Safia.
No, you don't take notes?
This has been Safia, and thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us basically 2 hours of your life.
What else? 2 hours? I sat on the same position for 2 hours.
1:52 in all the world now.
You just want to give a big shout out to the Brampton Studio
Yes.
for staying their space.
Was it this snap?
Okay. Yeah. You can reach out to them on Instagram. You can call us at them. No? Yes.
Oh, I think there's a number attached.
There's a number attached.
I don't know, it's not my number, so I'm not like, what do you call it?
Okay.
It ain't my problem.
Hopefully at some point you're going to see me back at Brunton, you know,
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
doing some
Yeah,
very
if you want to do a photo shoot, video, record audio, you want to come and scream,
scream.
this piece is yours.
I can't even mount it to real close though. Like, all the
No. If you want to come,
You need to stop blocking this.
you
Right?
might people be screaming
Stop
against
blocking
and echo
this.
everything.
yeah, that's
So it
important.
seems loud when you actually stop
feel
blocking
like
this.
it's
If
my ears
somebody wants
is
to
so I
block
feel like
this, you
I
need to do
can't.
it.
Listen, if you want to come and scream, this is the place for you. Anyways,
Pause.
But right? Fair enough. If y'all wanna, I've laughed, not even loud, and it's just bounced across the room. So I mean, screaming is
Stop blocking this.
we don't judge here, okay?
we got Brunton, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. We'll see you next week with somebody.
Thank you guys.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe, share with your aunties, uncles, and friends.
Yes.